Okay, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy happy 13th. I need to text my cousin. One of my cousin's birthdays today. I just thought about that. Haven't texted him yet. Let's see. What has happened since Friday? A lot of cleaning, a good bit of decluttering. I think I showed y'all Friday the yarn shelf. The new yarn shelf. But Dad sent me on an errand and he's like, use somewhere between $5 and $7 for yourself. I was like, okay, cool. Went to Walmart and bought 2 skeins of yarn. So this one is a bright ass purple, even though it looks blue. I really wish that this was, it's purple. I promise it's purple and not blue. Anyway, this one's purple, and I just messed up the focus. And this one is like beige that I would describe as whipped caramel. Like, yeah, whipped caramel. For whatever reason, that's the name that comes to mind. So I don't have like a bright ass purple, which is what this is. This is like, let me see if I can find just like show you on purple, just purple. It's what is this? Okay, it is, let's point to the correct. It is close to this dark purple right here. That's the purple. That may be a little dark. So maybe this one. Yeah, this one. Maybe that one. What is that one? Not quite indigo purple. Slightly darker than dark violet. So it's just like neon purple. Neon purple is what this website called eggradients.com says it is, which did not, because it was, I guess, a pop-up or whatever. This one. But see, that doesn't look the same on my screen either. I don't know. Anyway, I guess maybe my eyeballs are weird. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm excited. I was almost out of the lighter brown that has the sparkle tinsel in it. And I was like, I don't have like a caramel light brown color. So I got that. Even though I have a light yellow, which could also work as a cream color. Anyway, all that to say, I got 2 skeins of yarn that I'm going to now have to fit into my yarn shelf. Or I'm just going to have to use it up real quick. Yum, whipped caramel sounds. It does. And I've seen somebody who has made caramel and then whipped it to where it's like almost a buttery spread because it's got a ton of air in it, which is delicious, I'm sure. You made the mistake of checking out your favorite 24-hour bird feeder video channel. What's the channel? Let us know. And now you've been watching a hedgehog munch on mealworms for like an hour. Oh, you already shared. Yay. Excellent. Good. But you're like, I have homework today. I can't watch you, Mr. Hedgehog. And there are now 2 of them. Oh, yay. So yes, we can watch the bird/hedgehog feeder. Yay. Kara is here. Hello. Since one of your stories has a subplot about a hive of fungi from Yugoth making moonshine, I had to go with the moonshine option. Yes. Okay. So let me pull that up. We have a ghostie that has made undead hunch-punch for whatever ghost party is going on. So what is your main character going to do? And really, I mean, what is your main character going to add to the hunch punch? Holy water. That's option A. B is absinthe and Everclear. C is questionable moonshine. And D is fruit juices and spices. So what is your main character going to add to the hunch punch? Look at his little face. So cute. So innocent. And yet offering up this ginormous mug of very questionable alcohol. Today's Therapets card is a sloth with a unicorn horn who says, "It's your weirdness that makes you wonderful." Yes. Balm for your imposter syndrome after watching a presentation by a literary agent. Ooh. But see, the literary agents, it's their job to hype up and find all the really cool things about somebody's book in order to sell it. So that is part of their job. And so some of the things that when you analyze literature, oftentimes the reader is interpreting things that they are seeing, that they are making meaning out of, because of their perception of life. And it's not necessarily always the author's intention to have that much depth in a piece of work. Because oftentimes, like especially older classics, authors were very drunk when they wrote these things. And so a lot of it is afterwards like, "Oh, did you mean to do this really cool, awesome thing?" And the author's just like, "Yeah, sure." So, it's the literary agent's job to sell that. Like, look at all these really cool things that, Hemingway or F. Scott Fitzgerald did in the books. And, those two drunkards are off like having another party. So, a third hedgehog has arrived. Ooh, exciting. Carrie says, "I will never query a literary agent. Oh no, and have to remind myself that it's fine not to be chasing the bestseller author dream. The things I write will never be popular." I have a few things that I think could potentially be done through traditional publishing. And so I am, at the moment, planning to do both. Eventually, I don't know whether or not I will wind up being hybrid or what, but for the moment, I still am thinking at least a bit about the traditional publishing. I have sent some things off to query, but no positive responses yet. Hedgehog drama. When the hedgehog number 3 arrived, hedgehog number 1 hightailed it out of there. "Where's the beef?" Or "Where's the mealworm?" Kara says, "I consider myself a professional writer rather than a hobbyist. I write with the intent of publication. I don't write to commercial trends." Well, especially when commercial trends are gambles. Because if you are writing to a commercial trend, oftentimes you are 5 years behind, like somewhere between 3 and 5 years behind what is the trend. Because what publishing houses are publishing now and hyping up are things that they were collecting 2 and 3 years ago or longer. And so what they are looking for now is stuff that they're going to publish in 2 to 3 years from now. And it may be that those trends are shifting. And so it's just a gamble. At least that's how I see it. You want to be a professional writer status, but I struggle with consistency, not with writing, but with finishing. Yes, agree to that. Agree to that. Becca is here. Hello. Welcome. How's it going? Nothing wrong with being a hobbyist, by the way. Sometimes miss writing fan fiction just for the pure enjoyment of it, which is what I did when I started writing again after 5 years away from it. Yeah. Well, and technically to the IRS, you're a hobbyist until you make a certain amount of money from it. So, I don't know. You really like that shade of blue, but it's also a nice purple. Exactly. It looks on camera very, very much blue, but it is a purple, and it's a bright purple. CB says, hello, welcome. Megan says, lol. Whipped caramel sounds delicious. Yes, it does. The Wake Up, Kick Ass, Repeat card, I don't know why that's hard for me to say, says, sky above you, earth beneath you, fire within you. I am trying to allow myself to feel the fire just a little. Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself up, but you do want to, warm your heart. I was going to say warm your cold little cockles, but I don't actually know what cockles are. Okay, well, it's a seafood. So they are a type of mussel, clam type. It's a bivalve shell with the stuff. Yeah, what are cockles in the body? That's what I want. The cockles of the heart are the ventricles, named by some in Latin from the word cochlea or cochlea, which is this snail, or so according to the shape. The saying means to warm and gratify one's deepest feelings. Okay, well, there you go. So warm your ventricles. You just finished voting. Yay! Now I have to decide if I mail it or drop it off. Good question. Personally, I think I would feel better dropping it off. That way I know it's like, yeah, but yay for voting. Exactly. Our early voting in person, I should say, starts the 26th of this month. So that Saturday and then that following week, all week. So I'm excited about that. CB says I would drop it off. We don't have the option of dropping our votes over here. Gotcha. Lottie is here. Hi, all. Hello. Welcome. Megan says, I chose fruit juice and spices because my main character isn't old enough to drink for at least part of the novel. Yes. CB chose to add holy water because you're allergic to alcohol. Fair enough. Kara says, actually, it's amazing I didn't end up being one of those really drunk authors given the history of alcoholism in my family and how much you drank when you were younger. Yeah, that's one of the things that, because one side of my family has issues with alcohol, although they will never admit it, and both sides had issues with smoking for many, many years. I don't typically, because I'm too scared of becoming addicted. So CB says, I'm probably quite unusual because I'm not interested in publishing. And you don't have to be. You can write for the fun of it. You can write for the joy of it. You can write for the entertainment of it. So Megan says, lol, see, I trust the mail more than I trust the actual voting locations. Interesting. Kara says that we have a drop-off ballot box just about a block away from our house, so we always drop it off, which is nice. Yeah. Now I know that we will be probably just, I'll pile my parents into the car and drive them over to the early voting location that we are familiar with because they have a decent amount of parking, and they have always been really good about like spacing things out, especially during and after COVID. So, yeah. So that's what we will be doing. Okay, let me move my Stardew Valley notes. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I wanted to know, and thankfully there are people who created Stardew Valley wiki sheet. But I wanted to know which crops were more profitable if I put them in the preserve jar versus the keg. And so I made a color-coded sheet so that I knew whether or not to put fruits and vegetables in the kegs or not. And then I wanted to know, without having to go over to Robin all the time, to see like what like how many pieces of stone and wood would I need for an upgrade, and how much like the chickens and the ducks cost. I made another little cheat sheet. And then I was like, well, I'm at it. Let me like copy and paste, you know, everybody's favorite gifts so that I know what to get them. Anyway. So that's I was playing Stardew again last night. So and I can't remember because I know that the creator of Stardew Valley also made the Haunted Chocolatier, but I don't know if that one's been released yet or if it's just pending. But I kind of also want that because I think Stardew Valley is fun. So eventually I will have both so I can make chocolate cake all I want. Okay, we have the spider and it's upside down. So just FYI, we are going to have an insect on the screen, or, well, arachnid, as it were. It is number 56. Okay, so you don't think it's released yet because I've been waiting. Yeah, I think maybe it was pushed back while he was working on the update for Stardew Valley. I think. Maybe. All right, let's do this. Here's the spider on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Here's our spider friend. Make your dreams real. She's got these nice little pearls on the web. Kind of cool looking. All right, spider is off the screen. Are you expecting your dreams to weave themselves into reality? Are you stuck in a sticky web of weaving dreams but never following through? The thread of intention is not enough to make dreams a reality unless you do your part in the weaving. The spider wants you to know that your plans will remain ephemeral unless you commit to being productive and industrious, for the spirit will not do it all for you. Magic needs to be instigated, so begin to make your dream a reality by taking action today. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Can you release your limiting beliefs? Your dream is worthy of weaving. Today is a day to choose one small step towards your dream. Remember, the spirit is your weaving partner. You just have to be the first one to bring the thread to the loom and then continue to do your part. So there it is. That is your reminder. There are mods for that. Yes, I know. But I have trust issues with mods, so I typically don't use them. I should, but I don't. All right, there is our critter for the day. Don't forget to vote in the picture poll if you've not already done so. I'm going to be working first in the bullet journal because that's typically what I do on Sundays. And then I will be working on some project. I'm not sure which one because Friday I was having issues sticking with the one that I had been working on. So we'll figure out what project I'm going to work on when we get there. Let's pull up. I think I need a bit of. I think I'm going to have to make some with some timers with a little bit more ambient noise. Not the wind, because we've discovered we don't like that. But some of the others. I like the wave sounds because it's more of a constant sound and it's not so annoying. But anyway, I'll have to make some, figure out what fall sounds like and make some of that. But anyway, let's do 25 minutes. And don't forget to 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. That posture check. And four, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I thought I finished with my bullet journal. I stared at my computer for a while. And then I pulled my bullet journal back out and I started thinking about what my November theme is going to be. And I think I have at least the color scheme figured out. I have these really cool, they're stickers, but they are like postcard sized. And they are like both of them are variations of blue along with like creams and stuff. Anyway, so I have this one, which is a tree in the sky, and then castle in the sky, another tree, sort of like sunset situation, and then another tree. And then these are brighter blue and the more water themed rather than like, so again, moon and water with some boats, moon and tree. So I've got those, which they take up a decent amount of space, not gonna lie. But then I have these PET stickers that are blue and gold, and sort of like I showed these on my ginormous journal say and stationery sticker, washi tape, whatever. So I've got these, and they're slightly different sizes, but they're also relatively sizable. So like this postcard sized, it would cover just about the entire thing. So I'd have to either offset it or just have it elsewhere. But again, blue and gold. And then I had the PET washi tape that has also blue and gold moons. So I figured that's going to be my color scheme. Is going to be blue and gold. So that is going to be it. I don't think I have any blue mushrooms. I might have a few. Let's check. I think the mushrooms I have are more purple. I do have the black and gold typewriter and pen and ink. So I could do some of those as accents, but I'm not sure how they would look with the blue overall theme. Okay, so I've got like an orangey. That's the other thing I could do is I could do a very fall themed gold and orange situation. And the gold would I think look good on the more those because it's more of a cream to gold situation. So I could do, because I've got these really cool aspen tree stickers as well as some like orange mushrooms. So I could do just like orangey, but that might be like too soon since the September like browns and reds. I don't know. Does that October is pink. Pinks and burgundies. I do have some blue mushrooms, blue to purple. So it's kind of a different. So these are more purple toned. This one I could maybe get away with, but it's a dark blue. This one again is sort of like got purple undertones. So like I could do blue. I could do the yellow because yellow / orangey because I do have a set of yellow orangey mushrooms. So it's like I could do blue, I could do orange. And for November and fall, I don't know. What do you think? Blue and gold or orangey fall? I'm trying to think of what else I've got. I think I've got, this might be too different. I do have, yeah, this could be good for fall as well. I've got a golden orange Asian themed lanterns and such. Oh, yeah, I definitely had that upside down. So that's another option for like orange and fall themed colors. You like the trees. Alternate the colors with the gold typewriters. Maybe. The problem is like the blue stuff is so big, but I do have other options for blue in case I don't want to use those. I could use have these like blue vases and flowers. These feel more summery to me because the butterflies. I don't know. The camellias, I think I want to save till winter time because camellias typically. Okay. See, this is the problem with having too many cool stickers. So if we go with blue, I have two options for magic bottles. So I have like this type of size, like slightly smaller, or I have also blue, a lot smaller, so I could potentially decorate smaller spaces with the blue. Again, bottles and flowers. But if I have the gold, orangey gold, autumnal colors, I should just like take this sheet out so I could show y'all at once. Okay, don't fall. So I've got those sort of orangey gold or the blue green with the smaller blues. Oops, it fell out. Those in the middle across are solid green. So I don't think those would do for the theme colors that I'm thinking of. Megan says, I love the blue bottle. Ooh, yes. Now you're leaning towards the blue. Okay. Let's see. Where did that one piece go? Uh-oh. I don't know where it went. We'll find it, I'm sure. Oh, well, we'll find it later. But yeah, so that's what I spent the latter part of the sprint going, what color should I do? And also I opened up, I had 2 packs of the Pentel RSVP pens, ballpoints, because they're just like good standard pens. But I had a pack of 2 that was supposed to be blue, but I opened them up and they were definitely black. And then I opened my 4-pack of black, and sure enough, they match. so I got skimped on the blue. So I don't know. Kara doesn't mind the wind sound. I did find a couple of audio tracks on Pixabay for like fire crackling or rain. So maybe I can make some timers with those. Lexi joined in. Hello, welcome. Cool Gamer 2 and 1 are here. Hello. Took the dogs out the sprint, did some admin stuff. Also asked your boyfriend, what has increased in prices over the past year since you don't shop for anything at all? Everything. Everything has increased, feels like. Lottie says, I need to work on my bujo, maybe this evening. Yes, because Sundays and Mondays are great times to do it. The mushrooms are so cute. Yes. And hello to Alexandria. Yes. They're super cute. You like the trees. They were so cute. Alternate the colors of gold typewriters. And then, ooh, so pretty to the blue bottles. Now leaning towards the blue with the gold accents. Speaking of pens, you just bought the Sharpie S Gel. I do like the Sharpie S Gels in 0.38. I know I used up most of my Sharpie S Gels. I've got a Sharpie roller left. Do I have any of the Sharpie? I think I used up all of my S Gels. I did buy recently, though, and I think I showed y'all the Pentel Energel Pro, although it doesn't say Pro on the pen, so I don't know. They're supposed to be waterproof, fraud-proof, whatever, fast dry type stuff. But it smears like nobody's business with highlighter over it. That's one of the things I have to test, because some of my pens, if I put highlighter over the top of them, they smear like nobody's business. So I have to that's one of the reasons why I always have a test page in the back for all of my pens. But yeah, so you're studying inflation and economics, and we were discussing price changes that we've noticed. So I don't know if there would be like a record somewhere of how much like canned vegetables are, because canned vegetables are definitely more expensive this year than they used to be. Like even the Great Value brand. I'm trying to think of what red meat prices. Definitely, yes, 100%. Yeah, because we used to wait until it would go on sale like under $4 to get like a nice chunk of meat, like a roast. You can't get it under like close to $6 or $7 now per pound. So yeah, red meat for sure. Some of the canned vegetables. And also like the soups. I don't know if you've noticed, but the soups they're changing the sizes of the can, and then oftentimes the can is smaller, but the price is higher. So like Campbell's soup, condensed soups, change the size of some of their, shrinkflation for some of their condensed soups. Things like beef broth, chicken broth, prices, there's also the price of eggs, but some of that was due to the bird flu. Some of that was also due to shenanigans by grocery companies working together to falsely inflate egg prices. And there was a report about that, like they got caught and sued or whatever. So chocolate has chocolate has increased as well. And part of that, I think, is also because of a drought where the commercial chocolate farms are. So it's like there's a ton of things that are affected by the environment that have changed the prices of things, because it has become either scarcer to find or that kind of stuff. So I don't know how much of your inflation in economics is also considering the impact of, or discussing the impact of, global warming and extreme weather trends. Cannot wait to compare this pen to the Black Uniball 1 gel pens in 0.38, because you really like both as gel pens. So 0.38 is a pretty fine point. So standard pencils and pens usually come in 0.5 or 0.7. So, and fine point, what is technically fine point? What does it say? It just says fine. Where's the Sakura? Now I'm just curious. Okay, the 005 is 0.2 millimeter. So it is slightly bigger than the teeny tiny little tip of the Sakura Micron, which you can't even see because it's so tiny. Anyway. Yeah, so it's slightly bigger than this. Slightly bigger than a super fine tip. You love the size. Yes. Yes, that was what my sister-in-law really loves, writing with 0.2. So red meat, yeah, this is where we started discussing the prices things. CB is working on fixing dinner. Excellent. Global warming definitely affecting the prices. Yes. So is the price of non-dairy milk alternatives. Yes. Yes, yes. Give me those fine lines. Yes. That's why you buy the long life stuff, but that's not an option every year. Yeah. But then if you are waiting with your long life, your stable, shelf stable items, until you are like, if you're waiting for a sale, and then it never happens and you run out of your stuff, then you have to buy it at the new price, which sucks. You used to get a 4-pack of Campbell's tomato soup bowls. It was a whole cup of soup. Now it's about half a cup and costs more. Yeah, and that was I loved the tomato bisque, which I have found if so there is a company that does non-dairy, I think it's plant-based. So it's plant-based heavy whipping cream. And then you get the vegan feta and the non-dairy mozzarella and cheddar. And you can make a tomato bisque that is completely dairy-free and is still delicious. So there's your... but yeah, the cost of it is a little higher then because you have to have all of the non-dairy alternatives. And they cost a good bit. You're canning while you write. Yes, that's one of the skills I would like to learn. My mom learned a little bit from her grandmother, but they never really did that surprisingly, they never really did that because they were a family of 9 all total. And surprisingly, they never canned stuff. I guess it was because I don't know. I don't know why they didn't really can stuff. But that's one of the things I would like to learn. But yeah. And also, I'm just curious about everything. The food dehydrators. And because I saw a post of somebody who had several food dehydrators in their garage, and they did a whole bunch of stuff. And one of the things that they did was they sliced and dehydrated tomatoes, and then they ground it up with like a coffee and spice grinder until it was powder, and then you could just add pure tomato powder into your soups, your stews, your chilies, to get like an extra flavor punch in your salsa, whatever it was. I was like, oh, that is genius. I would like to play with that. But yeah. So gluten-free. Yeah, gluten-free. Yes. Yeah, all the special dietary needs stuff always cost more. JK says, hi all. What are you guys working on today? I am procrastinating and thinking about working on, because I'm not working on it yet. Thinking about working on November's bullet journal setup. So you just fried your poor dehydrator. Oh no, used it to death. Are you going to replace it with like the same model or a bigger model? Or are you just going to like let it die and not replace it? I don't know how long one lasts. Probably a shorter time if you use it often is my guess. But yeah, so all the things I would like to play with. But yeah. Kara says, I don't can stuff because I'm lazy and impatient, but I do love my food dehydrator. You can also freeze certain things. So is it a freeze dryer or is it a dehydrator or is it both? I don't know if you can have both in one machine. I'm very ignorant when it comes to these kind of machines because I've just started hearing about them or learning about them this last year. And I just kind of like ancillary knowledge that I get through social media. So I don't really know much that's actually accurate and for sure good knowledge. Hubby is talking about getting you a bigger one. Okay, nice. Nice. You bulk cook for a month during April, July, and November only. Yes, because you prep for nano events. Megan says, I supposedly can dehydrate with your toaster oven / air fryer, but it's difficult enough that you haven't tried it yet. Gotcha. I mean, technically you can kind of dehydrate stuff if you have an oven that can go real low. But I don't know that I would trust that, especially since ovens tend to gain degrees over years. You don't throw your printer cartridges because you can refill them. Yeah. Freeze dryers run about $500. You can get a dehydrator for about $30. Oh, $2,500. Okay. That's expensive. So I should probably not trust the one that's like $40 at the discount store. Probably not. I think I can't remember which one it was. I don't know. Anyway, I think it was strictly a dehydrator. You freeze things in the regular freezer. The freeze dryer is super expensive. Okay, yeah. So the freeze dryer is about $2,500. Or you can get a dehydrator for much less. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we had one at one point where it was like a really cheap. This is again like at the beginning of air fryers. We got an air fryer and it was terrible and it took up way too much space on the counter. But we also tried a food dehydrator that was like it had these little trays, but it was like in a circle dome, and it looked like a cheap plastic like cake cover is the only way that I can describe it. It's like a cross between a cake cover and a deviled egg dish because they had like little divots, like a paint palette, I guess. Paint palette or deviled egg. Little, I don't know what it was called. Anyway. I'm just talking now, I guess. JK is going to be working on your bakery Rivals to Lovers work in progress, aka Project Sugar and Spice. You don't refill the cartridges either because your printer doesn't like them refilled, but you wait till you have enough and send them away to get recycled. Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Gotcha. All right. Let's go ahead and do another sprint and I can figure out what the heck I'm doing in terms of November. Yep. That's what we're going to do is I'm going to decide what my November is going to look like in my bullet journal. Let's go ahead and do the waterfall. Don't forget to vote in the picture poll as to what your main character would add to the Ghost's hunch-punch. All right, let's do this. So 1, save your document, even if like me, you have not added anything at all to it. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I got the November quote penciled in. And then sketched out the calendar to the right size. So that's done. Now I'm trying to decide which of these smaller potion bottles are going to go underneath the calendar, as well as which mushroom we're going to have. I did, I pulled out the blue themed windows, and cut one of them vertically to go on either side of the quote. So that should be cute, I think. But yeah, so now we're just going to try and figure out I'm really liking this sort of like darker blues for some of this. Is that going to fit? That will fit. Ooh. I don't know if I want it to, though. Anyway, so now I'm just sitting here switching stickers around and being like, do I like you there? Do I not? And the answer is inevitably, I do like you there, but... Okay, that would mean more gold in the spread. Whereas if I did this one, it becomes more of a purple tone. Decisions. Also, don't forget to do yourself promo. Kara managed to get a dehydrator on eBay for about $40. Wasn't fancy, but it works just fine. Fun. I'm gonna maybe think about maybe that kind of stuff for Christmas. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. We'll see. You get money back for recycling the printer cartridges. Yes. You also try to eat meat free twice a week to save some money there. Yep. Andy swinging by to say hi. Hello, hello. Gymnastic flips and kicked the like button. Excellent. JK says, oh, thank you to Alexandria. I actually have a newsletter via Coffee if you want to subscribe to it. Here's that. And JK has a coffee goal to commission character art for Project Sugar and Spice. If anybody has the means to donate to it. For context, I'm still at 90% of my goal, so I'm aiming to reach 100% or surpass it this month. And here's the link for that. Tessa says, hello. Hello. CB says, finishing dinner and watching the last 2 episodes of Young Sheldon. Nice. Lottie managed to get 336 words. Fantastic. Let me sort of shove this off to the side. So I went with the blue-ish theme, as I'm pretty sure you could tell. So I'm going to have, where are you? Over on, let's see if I can do this without dropping everything, because they're not in place yet. So I'm going to use the castle sticker. Castle, wrong way. Still wrong way. There we go. I'm going to use the castle in the sky print sticker. Then I'm going to use a potion bottle over here on the corner. So that'll be on that page. And then on this other page, I'm going to have the mushrooms down at the bottom in the center. I'm going to have either side of the quote with the window split in half. And then up here on the corners of the quote block, I'm going to have 2 of the moons, but just like arranged so it looks cute. anyway, that's what the cover page is going to look like. And then I'm trying to figure out spacing for the calendar page, which you can't see because it's got pencil mark. But yeah, just trying to figure out spacing and that kind of stuff. Because I like to pencil in and figure out spacing before I start putting stickers in. Because once it's down, the sticker, it's hard to get back up. So that's what I'm doing. Which seems like such a big time frame of... It's a lot of time for decision making and sketching out and erasing and resketching. But anyway, it's semi-productive eventually. So, don't forget to follow your fellow writers, subscribe to each other if you see each other often, that kind of thing. And don't forget to vote in the picture poll as to what you would add for our cute little ghosties hunch-punch. So here it is again. Our cute little innocent ghostie that's made some undead hunch-punch. And your main character, would they add holy water, absinthe and everclear, questionable moonshine, or fruit juice and spices? What would your main character add to the ghost hunch-punch? That is the question. Okay. Let's do another sprint. Make sure I don't click the X accidentally. All right. So 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I got done with the calendar decisions. I got done with sketching out my habit trackers and my spending log. And now I'm on to the Christmas present spread because I'm going to need to track that going into November and December. Apologies if you can hear my neighbor banging on something. But yeah, so the next pages that I need to do are the tarot and then the then I can get into the weeklies. Anyway, I'm probably trying to do too much in terms of like too many spreads for the month. But then again, I generally, like, if I don't keep track of how much I'm spending and how many presents I've gotten for each person, I will overspend and overbuy for Christmas. So I have to be careful to stick to a very strict budget in terms of Christmas. Especially when I have 3 nephews and then essentially like an honorary two honorary nieces who I don't see too often, so I'll probably have to ship things. And then trying to figure out whether or not my brother's family is going to be coming to Georgia for Christmas. They usually do, but it's not like a guaranteed thing every year. So this year they probably will come again. But again, that's kind of like a up to them situation. They have struggled to get flights every year. And then like storms roll in or blizzards roll in the weekend or week that they are trying to fly out. And so they always wind up driving. So it's kind of like, are they going to do it again this year or are they going to stay put? So it's kind of a thing. So I expect they will probably just drive. My sister-in-law may fly, but I don't know. It depends on like how much time she gets off of work. But yeah, so I've got to figure out that kind of thing. I just decided that for now, since I'm not entirely sure how I want to, in fact, this could be used as either the Christmas or the tarot spread. So it just kind of depends on what I decide a little bit later. But yeah, so I'm just going to do, oops, all the stickers that I have are falling out. I'm just going to do these sort of like purple mushroom knights. Now I have to figure out where this half went. I think it's the page before. So I think, yes, so I think we're good. So it's like I want to put so many stickers on things, but it's like as I go through, I get more minimal in terms of like, I'm going to actually use this spread, so I need more space, which is why I have not used any of these because they're too big. They are too big for the spread that I typically do. Maybe these would fit the, what is it, the B5? I think it's B5. I have a B5 sketchbook / dot grid from Archer and Olive that I have not used yet. That may wind up being a sketchbook, may wind up being a bullet journal. I don't really know. So, yeah. Anyway, CB says we're not getting episode 14 on catch up just now for some reason. Oh no. Well, it'll be more to watch later. Stacy, hello. Just got back from trunk or treat and dinner. No writing because you're exhausted. I feel ya. And you have to clean up your pagan supplies you used to decorate for trunk and treat. Nice. Stacy says, I've started to buy for Christmas, but mainly hubby and kids. So pricing is not an issue yet. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a couple of things already that I purchased from, like, got a ton of temporary tattoos to like do stocking stuffer type things. Um, and then I found my mom likes mechanical pencils, but she hates the ones that the lead always breaks. So she was happy to find the .9 lead, which is stronger, so it doesn't break as often. And then I managed to find her some that are like 1.3, so even bigger in terms of like lead size. So hopefully she will like those as part of her Christmas present. But yeah. You do the bulk of your Christmas shopping in July, which is really smart. Is really smart. Because you hate what Christmas has become. Yeah. Yeah. You bought some stuff on Prime Day. Anytime you can get a bargain, anytime you can get a deal is great. I am all for bargain. So like the day after Halloween, Mom and I are like going to go to the stores to get Christmas candy on Halloween discount. We won't necessarily get the like Halloween themed whatever, but we will get some candy on sale. Generally, that's how it works. Plus, Mom did get some like the full size candy bars from Costco because they were a good deal. So things like that. But yeah, shopping the bargains. Christmas now is not what you grew up with. Yeah. Christmas has become much, much more marketed and consumeristic. So, yeah. Size between A4 and A5. I don't know. I struggle with sizes and their terminologies, so I'm not sure. It's bigger than A5. So, but I don't know if it's because A6 is smaller, right? The 6 is smaller than the 5. So I think it's a B5, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. So anyway, it's 4:28. Let's do one more sprint. And maybe I can get another couple pages sketched out and ready for pen and actual coloring and all that kind of fun, good stuff. What did we just do? Did we just do the Babbling Brook? I think we did. Anyway. Don't remember. A6 is half of A5. A3 is double A4. I don't know. Like at some point I probably ought to print out a guide or just like really try to memorize it. But not today. Is this the 4th sprint? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's either the 4th or 5th sprint, probably. So let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, make sure that if you 2 is sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back. That posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Also, don't forget to vote in the poll. And let's do another 30-minute sprint. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I've gotten most of the layouts done. I've gotten gone back through and I'm adding additional stickers in locations like the smaller bottles. It's gonna look too crowded if I do that. So at the moment I have 2 sort of smaller potion bottles plus 1 window that I think is going to maybe get relegated to what am I trying to say? To one of the other window packs for multicolored windows. I feel like this one is too crowded. So I'm going to reallocate. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put this over here. Yeah. Okay. We need one of the little bitty ones over here, and it's a darker blue. So I think I'll take that one. And that one could go there. Yes, that's going to look much better. Much better. Okay, I have allocated all the stickers I want. I decided to take off the bright blue and gold PET washi strips. So those are no longer in the equation. But we do have big blue potion bottles, small blue potion bottles, plus the blue mushroom pack in its entirety. And then one of the poster card sized stickers. Just the one. But that's okay. But that is it. I'm gonna declare that allocated, and so I will be very careful until I get a chance to actually like sit down and do the adhesives and maybe film it. So we'll see, because that's not going to happen in the next couple of days, I don't think. I'd be surprised if it does, but okay, where are my window stickers? So I can stick this singular window, there we go, back in. Okay. Excellent. How'd you guys do? Did you manage to get everything that you wanted done, or some of it done? You scheduled your mother's Christmas card for December 3rd via Moonpig. Nice. At least it's taken care of, right? All right, let's go ahead and do the picture poll while I try and put these stickers back in to their home. So when it comes to our main character encountering a ghost who is making undead hunch-punch, your main character is going to be adding, or 50% of our main characters are going to be adding holy water. Make it not undead hunch-punch, or decide to kill off your ghosty friends. Who knows? Then 25% of our main characters are going to add questionable moonshine. 18% of our main characters are going to add fruit juice and spices. And then a small percentage, 6%, are going to add Everclear and absinthe. So, how'd you do? Did you agree with the majority there? Or did you go off the beaten path for the poll? CB says, in terms of your mom, you take her presents over in May because other family members have sent her stuff before and it has not arrived. Gotcha. Understood. I'll tuck this in here in the bottom and just hope that it all stays in there. Alrighty. Well, hopefully that was a good, productive, or semi-productive. I don't know if we did all the productivity things, but hopefully it was a good, productive sprint. And I did manage to, I found the one singular sticker that I couldn't find before, so I'll figure out a place for it. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. I will not be here for next week. I'm taking next week off to visit. Our family is coming to visit, so I'll be taking next week off. I will schedule ahead of time when I know what date I am likely to be back. I anticipate that it will probably be the 20th, but I may come back before then. I don't know. It depends on how long family stays. So, alrighty then. Thank you very much. I will hopefully see y'all soon and have fun. Don't forget to save, and I will see y'all probably in a week. All right. Bye.